Do you hate guard play and love bigs banging down low, but who also might be able to knock down threes? Then maybe the Washington Mystics are going to be your favorite team in 2025. The WNBA tips off this weekend. The first games start Friday night at 7:30 Eastern, and I'm here as your expert on all things women's sports and your friend to help you decide what team is going to be your favorite team for 2025. Whether you already have a favorite team or you're new to the WNBA, I'm going to help you pick who you should root for this season. Okay? And today I'm going to let you know why it maybe should be the Mystics or why maybe the team for you is any team but the Mystics. I don't know. We'll see where we end up. Okay, first of all, let's hit the recent highlights. Whether you're a seasoned fan or you're new here, you probably heard a lot about what's been happening in the off season and with the WNBA draft because the draft was a big deal this year. So we start off here where the Washington Mystics had the third, fourth, and sixth pick in the draft, and they did a really good job. So they picked Sonia Citron from Notre Dame, and they picked Kiki Iriafen from USC. And with the sixth pick, they also picked Georgia Amor, but she had a really big boo boo, and so we're not going to see her this season. But she is still a Mystic, and we're going to talk about her more later. Don't worry. Let's do a quick history lesson. So, if you don't know anything about the Mystics, here's what you should know if you're going to be a fan. They joined the WNBA 1998. They are part of Monumental Group in DC. Monumental also owns the MNBA's Washington Wizards, and they also own the Caps and Alex Ovechkin. They own him too. And they play at Care First Arena in Washington, D.C. That's all I have to say. They do have one WNBA championship. They won it in 2019. This is where things get a little messy, and I know you guys like that. So, for a really long time, when the Mystics were their most relevant, this guy right here, Mark Thibault, was their head coach. Mike, not Mark. And he coached them for a long time. He was pretty good. They had like a lot of good seasons, made the playoffs a lot, perennial contenders. And he won the championship in 2019 when he was a head coach. And then he said, I'm old, and so I am going to take a GM role, and I'm going to let my son, Eric, take over, who has been on my staff this whole time. And you know what? Maybe not learned anything. But he's my son, and I'm going to put him in charge. So this is Eric, and he takes over for the team, and he's the head coach for one season. And they missed the playoffs, and they're pretty bad. And then this offseason, Monumental and the Mystics said, yeah, nepotism doesn't work for us. Let's scrap it. Let's start over. And so then they made some cool moves. This is their new head coach. This is Sidney Johnson. He's very regular. He's just a guy. He played Ivy League college basketball, and he was really good at that. And he coached for USA Basketball for a while. And he seems totally fine. Seems like just a guy, and that's fine. And then this is Jamila Weidman, and she's her new GM, and she's really cool. She's a past player and also a lawyer and also an activist. Maybe the coolest multi hyphenate three things you could be, especially in the WNBA. So I don't know. This feels promising to me, and this is a good reason for maybe you to be a Mystics fan if you like progress. This feels like a lot of progress going from white people nepotism to these nice diverse group of people here. So keep that in mind. Crushability. This is important when you're picking a WNBA team in women's sports, because if you're watching women's sports, you probably get crushes on women. And while we're here for the sports, obviously, of course, it is fun to have a crush. It's fun to have a little crush. And so it's fun to have someone to root for. It's fun to have somebody you think is cute. And so we're going to walk through who might be your crush if you become a Mystics fan. Starting with Georgia Amor, she can't be your crush because she's my crush. And I am in the process of tricking her into falling in love with me. And so she can't be your crush because she's my crush. But you could have a crush on Slim, Brittany Sykes, if you're into that whole like strong string bean thing. I don't know. She seems really cool. She would be a good hang, I think. So maybe you'll have a crush on Slim. If you want to be Hey Mahmoud, maybe you'll have a crush on Emily Engsler. And if that's what you're into, I would never yuck somebody's yum. You want to be Hey Mama, then you should do that, and maybe Emily Engsler is for you. And also, Kiki Iriefan would be a good crush because she's really adorable. And also, she gets down. Like, if you crossed her, if if she were your girl and somebody crossed you, she'd throw down for you. And she almost beat up Sophie Cunningham. So, yeah, she's cute. I think she'd be a great girlfriend, and I think she'd be a good crush. All right, should we talk about actual basketball now? Because that could be why you're here. Will they be good? No. Will they be fun to watch? Maybe, maybe not. Really, no way to know because it's a lot of rookies and a lot of people who didn't play together last season, and a brand new coach and a brand new GM and a brand new lot of things. And so we have really no idea. They looked pretty fun in preseason. Sonia Citron specifically looked pretty fun in preseason, but we don't know. They could be, and maybe you like unknowables, and so that's a good reason. Vibe check. They seem fun. They're young. They're cool. They seem cool. And some players that you might like watching. Aaliyah Edwards, first of all. She nearly won the Unrivaled 1v1 tournament. She's really fun to watch. Great ISO. Plays good basketball. She's really tall. She has these Kobe braids that are cool. And yeah, she like really impressed me in Unrivaled, and I think she is gonna have tremendous growth. This is her sophomore season, and I think it's her growth between her rookie year and the sophomore season is gonna be really noticeable. I think she's gonna be great. You might like her. You also might like Brittany Sykes, not just because you have a crush on her, like we just talked about, but you also might like Slim because she's really fun too. I think a lot of her personality came out during Unrivaled. If you like big men who really bang around, but also can hit those threes, like I was talking about, if that's why you're here, if that's why you watch this video, then Big Mama Steph is for you. Uh, she has a great nickname, first of all, and she has a lovely partner. They're very adorable together. And yeah, she's a real knockdown shooting big. She spreads the floor so well, which is fun to watch. She's a pretty good passer. I thought she had a great Unrivaled season as well. So basically, the theme here is if you watched Unrivaled, your favorite player this season probably played there too, because we got to see a lot of them. And then the rookie, Sonia Citron, like I said, she had a great preseason. She's really a knockdown shooter, great defender. Brittany Griner made her see God, set just a filthy screen on her, and she's already been welcomed to the league, obviously. So I think she's really going to light it up this season. I think she could be an early contender maybe for Rookie of the Year, which is bold. I know there's another favorite rookie out there, but yeah, she could have a really great season, especially on a team that doesn't have many other scorers that are gonna take shots away from her. So she might lead the rookies. We'll see. All right, here are some. Let's break down. Let's really get into the analysis of this. All right, it's time to make a decision. The cons, the reasons you might not want to be a Washington Mystics fan. All right. First of all, this logo. Uh, it sucks. It's not good. I see what they're doing with it, but it feels pretty early 2000s, pretty Microsoft Paint kind of. I just don't like it. Yeah, and there's not a lot you can do with it. And the merch, not great because of it. The branding needs work. And so if you really like good branding, like I do, maybe you don't want to be a Mystics fan. We'll see. This is Care First Arena. I mentioned it earlier. Small as hell. All right. Which I mean could be a good thing. You get really close to the players. You see the game from real close. You get tickets. But it's small arena for sure. I hope that they upgrade real soon because players deserve that. No more Elena Del Don. She officially announced her retirement. So, we were all kind of waiting on bated breath to see if she was going to come back to the Mystics, see if she's going to play again. And she officially announced she will not ever play again. So, no more Elena Del Don. Some pros. Oh, Adele Dawn. Oh, look at that. She's back. But now she's in the front office. And that could be really fun. That could be really cool. I think she made a call on draft day. She got to make a selection. Nothing to lose. That's a big one. Because when you have nothing to lose, things could go really well. You know, underdog mentality and all that. Like you show up, you got nothing to lose. You can win a lot of games that way. They're all really young, also. So you fall in love with this team this year. You're gonna have them for a long time because they're all on rookie contracts, basically. So, whereas the rest of the league is going to be playing merry-go-round at the end of this season, because pretty much 80% of the league's contracts are up at the end of the season for the new CBA, which is something I've talked about a million times. You don't hear it again. But yeah, nothing to lose, and that's always fun. And this is when Sonia Citron met God. And then this is a pro and a con, I guess. The Mystics don't have a lot of games nationally broadcast, so they might be really difficult to watch. But if you live in DC, uh, every single game except for the nationally broadcast games, I think, will be on Monumental Sports Network. So if you have local television, you could watch every game if you live in the DMV area. So yeah. Thank you for considering the Mystics. Let me know if you have decided this is going to be your new favorite team. And let me know if you've decided that this will never be your favorite team. That's fine too. I'm going to do a whole bunch more of these, and maybe you'll find your Cinderella of WNBA teams. The only way to find out is to watch every single one of my videos for the rest of forever and see if you find a match. Good luck and enjoy the 2025 WNBA season.